World War II was not only a war of soldiers, tanks, and aircraft. It was a war of movement, and movement depended on one critical machine, the military truck. Behind every frontline soldier stood thousands of tons of supplies: food, fuel, ammunition, medical equipment, spare parts, and reinforcements all had to reach the battlefield on time. Without trucks, modern warfare would have collapsed within weeks. At the start of the war in 1939, most armies underestimated the importance of logistics. Many still relied on horses or railways. But as the war expanded across continents, military planners quickly realized that trucks would decide who could fight and who could not. The United States entered the war with one major advantage: industrial capacity. American factories produced military trucks in massive numbers, standardizing designs to ensure reliability and easy maintenance. This approach transformed logistics into a weapon of war. One of the most famous trucks of World War II was the GMC CCKW, often called the Deuce and a Half. This six-wheel drive truck became the backbone of Allied transport. It was capable of carrying heavy loads across mud, snow, and destroyed roads. The GMC CCKW was used for almost everything. It transported infantry to the front lines. It carried artillery shells, fuel drums, and engineering equipment. It served as a mobile workshop, ambulance, and communication vehicle. After the D-Day landings in 1944, thousands of GMC trucks poured into Europe. They formed the famous Red Ball Express, a non-stop supply operation that kept Allied armies moving toward Germany. Without these trucks, the rapid advance across France would have been impossible. Another crucial American vehicle was the Studebaker US6. Although less known in the West, it played a vital role on the Eastern Front. Under the Lend-Lease program, the United States sent tens of thousands of trucks to the Soviet Union. The Studebaker US6 proved especially valuable in harsh environments. Its strong engine, wide tires, and reliable suspension made it suitable for snow-covered roads and muddy terrain. Soviet forces used these trucks to transport troops, artillery, and even Katyusha launchers. Many Soviet officers later admitted that American trucks dramatically improved their army's mobility. While Soviet factories focused on producing tanks and weapons, trucks from abroad kept their forces supplied. Germany faced a very different situation. Despite early successes, German logistics suffered from a lack of standardization. The German army used hundreds of different truck models, many of them civilian designs adapted for military use. The most common German truck was the Opel Blitz. It served as the workhorse of the Wehrmacht. The Opel Blitz transported soldiers, supplies, and equipment across Europe and North Africa. However, Germany struggled with fuel shortages. As the war progressed, Allied bombing destroyed factories, roads, and fuel supplies. Many German trucks were abandoned simply because there was no fuel to run them. In desperate conditions, Germany even produced wood gas-powered trucks. These vehicles burned charcoal instead of gasoline, but they were slow, unreliable, and difficult to operate. Britain approached logistics with a focus on practicality. British military planners designed trucks specifically for war use rather than adapting civilian vehicles. One notable example was the Bedford QL. This truck featured a forward control layout, placing the driver above the engine. This design improved visibility and increased cargo space. The Bedford QL served in Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. It transported supplies across deserts and damaged roads, often under enemy fire. Its simplicity and durability made it a trusted vehicle for British forces. The Soviet Union relied heavily on rugged simplicity. One of its most widely used trucks was the ZIS-5.
This vehicle was technologically basic but extremely reliable. The ZIS-5 could operate in extreme cold with minimal maintenance. Its simple design allowed soldiers to repair it with basic tools, even in battlefield conditions. In a war fought across vast distances, reliability mattered more than comfort or speed. Japan faced unique logistical challenges. Much of its war effort took place across islands and jungles. Japanese military trucks, such as the Isuzu TX series, were designed for narrow roads and rough terrain. However, Japan's limited industrial capacity restricted large-scale truck production. This shortage severely affected supply operations, especially later in the war. As Allied forces targeted shipping lanes and infrastructure, Japanese logistics suffered. Lack of trucks and fuel reduced the ability to reinforce troops and transport supplies. World War II clearly demonstrated that logistics could determine victory or defeat. Tanks and aircraft might win battles, but trucks sustained entire campaigns. By the end of the war, in 1945, military planners learned a critical lesson. Modern warfare required massive, reliable supply networks. Trucks became a permanent and essential component of every modern army. Many World War II military trucks continued to serve long after the war ended. Some were used in civilian reconstruction projects. Others influenced the design of post-war commercial vehicles. Today, preserved military trucks stand in museums and memorials around the world. They remind us that history is not shaped only by famous weapons or heroic battles. Often, it is shaped by the machines that quietly carried the weight of war, mile after mile, road after road.